What's good, you guys? You know what it is, man. It's your boy, Mr. Relentless Lex, and I'm back like I never left this mother. Yes, sirski. All right, so you guys, we have the conspiracy theories that are going to absolutely blow your mind. I've seen some of these clips before because I'm just starting to get into the conspiracy theory thing. But hopefully you guys are going to enjoy it as well as I'm enjoying it at the beginning. I'm traveling down this conspiracy theory rabbit hole. And bro, it's some things out there that we don't even know about. But I'm going to make sure we get to know about these things. Starting with today's video.
I just realized passport is short for passportal. Cause you pass it through a portal.
Wow.
Why the list on the airplane is called a manifest. Because when you at a high altitude, you can manifest better.
Wow.
Why they call it an airport? There's a portal in the air.
She high.
Why is it
but she's
traveling
right.
to different states?
She's smoking, but she's making sense. Hella sense.
Traveling to different states means that you're traveling through different states of consciousness. That's why they call them states. Because every time that you land in a different state, notice how you feel differently. That state put you in a new state of consciousness.
Wow.
Why the captain always say, are all the souls on board accounted for? Why all the souls? You got Spirit Airlines.
Wow.
Because you have a soul. You got Delta Airlines. Delta having to do with deep state meditation, deep wavelengths. They want to put you in a meditative state when you're in the air. Delta. That's crazy.
That is crazy, though.
That's crazy.
Okay, I'm not saying I'm a conspiracy theorist or anything like that. But I just found it so crazy how last week everybody was like, boycott Uber Eats, boycott Uber, deleting the apps, deleting the account, all this stuff. Like hundreds of thousands of people was like, fuck Uber, right? And then all of a sudden this week, the CEO of DoorDash and his whole family just wiped out.
What?
Y'all don't find that crazy?
Are the Pacers using dark magic to win their games? This is a very suspicious video clip of them huddling up before the game begins. You can see here that the team is very suspicious. It's almost like they're onto something. The famous video clip also features 8 players in a huddle. And this is not the only time that number 8 makes an appearance. So Halliburton, the same person with the creepy eyes from the previous video, passes the ball to number 8. He had also pulled off this insanely difficult move right before halftime. And according to basketball fans, this was a move that only like NBA legends can pull off. They believe that he pulled this off because he was possessed. But you know, maybe he's just a legend. I know nothing about basketball. This is just a theory you guys asked me to cover. I also found this video from another creator talking about them huddling up.
I think I'm trolling. I've been saying this. Tyrese Halliburton is talking. Look at Obi talking. Huh? What are you saying? He taps him. Dark magic.
Every time the Pacers do something great, like score at the last second, they dribble the ball exactly 8 times. Multiple games, they dribble exactly 8 times, and then something magical happens. It's like they're sending out a secret message through the basketball. Is this purely a coincidence, or do you think there's something spooky going on?
Man, that's a coincidence, I believe. Who counts the dribbles, though? Like I said, you guys, these conspiracy theories, they get kind of deep. It's hard to not believe them, but at the same token, we just never know.
Let me know.
That's why I'm starting to like doing these, because I'm starting to like watching the conspiracy theories, bro. It open your minds up. Open your mind up.
Oh.
The GOAT conspiracy is the Illuminati. You believe in it or you don't?
I don't believe in none of that shit. Like, I don't think none of that shit. Especially the Illuminati shit is only us. Like, you know, how are we not benefiting from it?
Crazy.
If we supposed to be running this whole thing, how the fuck I get stopped by the cops the other day? Can the Illuminati come tell him get off my ass?
You know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job.
Wow.
All right, watch this shit. You guys are not gonna believe this shit. Hold on. See this chick standing there? Shit. Hold on. See this chick standing right there? See what I'm talking about? But hold on. Let me start my truck. You guys are not gonna believe this. Look at her arm. And then I'm gonna zoom in a little bit for you so you can see. I think it's all the way zoomed in. Yeah, it is. Oh, no, there it is. There it is. Now you see what I'm talking about. See that? But hold on.
My favorite conspiracy theory by far is the conspiracy theory that there is no conspiracy theories. Like, why the fuck do everybody believe everything is a conspiracy theory? People thought it was a conspiracy theory when only a small amount of companies owned every single brand you could possibly imagine. That turned out to be real. People thought it was a conspiracy theory when they thought there was only a small amount of people who owned every single television network. That turned out to be real. Even cryptids. There's so many cryptids that have been proven to be real that before were considered fake. For the longest time, a lot of people thought dinosaurs weren't real and those were proven to be real. But then there's another side to it. A dinosaur could also be considered a dragon. We act like the government ain't never lied to us before. All they gotta do is shave off the horns and take away the wings and boom, you got a dinosaur. They look exactly the same. And no, all dragons don't have to fly. All dragons don't have to breathe fire. There's different types of dragons. There's water dragons. There's dragons that are designed just for land, and there are dragons that fly. Same thing with dinosaurs. There's dinosaurs that fly. There's dinosaurs designed specifically just to be in water. There's dinosaurs that spit fucking acid. There's dinosaurs designed specifically just to be on land and run. You never fully know what you think you know. There's always a deeper meaning to everything you could possibly imagine. Especially when the government controls all the media and all the belief systems we come to know as the truth in life. We never truly fully know anything. That's why the conspiracy theory of there's no conspiracy theories is fucking stupid.
That's crazy.
They used to meet in secret to discuss their mathematical discoveries. Only members were allowed to attend. They had a secret emblem, the pentagram.
Wow. Wow, bro. That's the devil's pentagram, right? That's the demonic devil's pentagram. And this is back in, imagine they told us back then. Wow.
Let's see what the topic is for today.
Wow.
It was our old friend Pythagoras who discovered that the pentagram was full of mathemagic. The two shorter lines combined exactly equal the third. And this line shows the magic proportions of the famous golden section. The second and third lines exactly equal the fourth. Once again, we have the golden section. But this is only the beginning. Hidden within the pentagram is a secret for creating a golden rectangle, which the Greeks admired for its beautiful proportions and magic qualities. The star contains the golden rectangle many times over.
I want y'all to know how this earth used to be and how it's going to be pretty soon. Yeah, we doing it, exposing Avatar. Because it definitely was a documentary on how this planet actually used to be and the people. In this land, they found so many new organisms, beings, trees, all types of advanced psychological things happening on this planet. mainly because they wanted to colonize and obtain resources that would make them rich.
Oh,
Sound
wow.
familiar? In the
Very
movie, there were
familiar.
these beings called the Navi people. Their bodies were so advanced and connected to the earth, and they seemed to have dressed to African clothing. Now, the Navi people were very, very tall, and so was nature. All the trees, everything was literally lit. There's the same thing about giants on Earth, 8 to 10 feet people living and walking around in the past. Taller than the regular humans. Because who was these steps for? I'm not just making this up. Also in the movie, there were big, tall, giant trees.
Wow. Exactly. Do y'all see them steps?
I'm not just making this up. They're humans. Because who was these steps for?
Wow. Look how teeny the people are compared to those steps. Those are some big ass steps. And why would somebody waste their time to make steps that big if it was all inappropriate? Wow.
I'm not just making this up. Also in the movie, there were big, tall, giant trees. You know, on Earth, the mountains that look like they cut off trees. Now, in this movie, they was willing to do whatever, knocking down sacred trees, doing all types of things that hurt the planet and the Earth and everything that was connected to it. Sound familiar? Now, all around the planet, there are these tall people on the walls, and they call them gods and giants and all types of things. What if all of these advanced beings who are called gods in different religions were just highly advanced beings in the past? And in the past, these people who are seeing them call them gods. I mean, who knows what our DNA is capable of? So these humans want what these highly intelligent beings have. So they invaded and took advantage of the peace that we had. AKA Native Americans, Africans, Egyptians, all that. Same thing that they did to the Navi people in the movie. So much bad, sad, negative things happening on this planet to where it can't even be its full potential because it's trying to clean itself up. Prime example, while we're alive, we take so much resources from the earth. And then when we die, we put ourselves in coffins, unaccessed to the earth or the soil. In the movie Avatar, they literally bury their bodies to give back to the earth, but we don't even do that. Let's really try to understand what this movie meant and what we're capable of. Always stay dangerous.
There are people living inside of the Earth. It's true. New information from NASA states that there is a large ocean beneath the Earth's crust, after scientists detected movement below the surface.
Bro, this is not the first time that I heard that, bro. I've heard that so many times. How true it is, I have no idea. You know, I'm not a geographical professional guy, you know, but it's interesting.
Around 500 miles below, a large supply of water has been found stored in a rock named ringwoodite. But it gets even crazier. Scientists say that this rock is so huge that it contains 3 times the amount of water on the Earth's surface. This causes many to believe that there is more down there than we originally thought, possibly even civilizations. While the news of this discovery was over 10 years ago, it was never talked about. Is the government hiding this information from us? What do you think?
Yep, like they do everything
Have
else.
you ever wondered what's really behind a mirror? There is a theory that mirrors not only reflect your image, but are portals to another dimension. A dimension inhabited by entities that imitate our behavior, waiting for the perfect moment to cross. This theory was born in the 1960s, when a group called the Reverb Project conducted secret experiments with mirrors. Leaked reports say that during testing, the reflections began to move independently, even when the people were no longer there. It's said that if you stare into a mirror in complete darkness for more than 3 minutes, you might notice something strange. Your reflection might blink out of sync, or even smile at you, even if you don't. For this reason, many warn, never have 2 mirrors facing each other in a room.
Oh, heck no, bro. I'm not about to sit here and stare in no mirror in no dark. And kiss my grits with that one, bro.
Infinite hallway you see could be the door these entities need to cross. Now tell me, do you dare to look at your mirror tonight?
Yes.
Be careful. You might not be the only one watching. Follow me on Carson Mysteries.
They found out where the quote-unquote devil lives in the world. So in the Bible, Jesus said, one of my disciples, or not disciple, but like teachers, named Antipas would die and be martyred, right? Now, Saint Antipas was martyred and he was killed in, you know, that torture bowl? So they put somebody in like a metal bowl and like boil them alive.
Boil it, okay.
Yeah. So that happened in Geneva, Switzerland.
Okay.
So people are saying Geneva, Switzerland
It's like
is the literal place of hell. It's literally the portal to hell, or that's at least where the devil resides, because that's what it says in the Bible. Now check this out.
Okay.
Do you know what else is in Geneva, Switzerland?
What?
CERN.
Oh.
CERN headquarters is in Geneva, Switzerland, and the CERN logo is what? Six, fam. And people say that CERN is working on particle generation and messing with matter of the universe to what? To
create another dimension.
To tear our dimension with the supernatural and the natural, fam.
Yeah.
So what if theory? They're trying to open the portal to hell, bro.
I know. I talked about that too, about the CERN thing and how they were dancing.
They found out where the quote unquote devil lives in the world.
Wow, bro. Man, that was some very interesting conspiracy theories, you guys. But man, that was the first female was deep about the airplanes and the airports and everything. She was smoking her medicine, but she made sense. Thank y'all for watching the conspiracy theories, man. If y'all want to see more conspiracy theories from Lex, comment down below.